Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you watch this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. First thing I want to do is take a quick thank you to all the channel members. I appreciate you all. I also want to say thank you for anyone who subscribes to the channel, and thank you to anyone who just comes in to check out my knife, my EDC content. I really appreciate it. Today, I've got a really cool knife designed by Kim Ning. It is called the Kansept Kryo. And the Kryo is not a new design. The Kryo has been around for, I would say, a couple of years now. This is a new version of the Kryo. This came out, and Kansept sent this to me to check out. I want to thank them too. And I have been very impressed. They sent me several knives to check out late last year and this year, and I'd asked for one that had a deployment hole. And this new Kryo it's titanium with anodized titanium hardware, titanium clip. It's got an S35 VN blade, stonewashed, sharpened up very nicely. Felt great under my stones. The steel felt really good, and it's got a great flipper deployment hole, as well as a traditional flipper that works very well whether you light switch it or whether you push button it. What makes this knife even more appealing and amazing to me, it costs right now under $130 on Kansept's website. It's like $129.35, something like that, for titanium S35 VN flipper deployment, nice ceramic ball bearings. It's got a ceramic detent, very snappy. You've got this nice jimping on the handle. I can get up in front of the handle, in front of the trigger or flipper tab, or you can get comfortably behind it. It just makes for a nice guard. You've got this nice jimping here for your thumb. You've got a flat spine that then comes to this nice swedge. The plunge grind on this knife could be done better, but it works, right? It's there. I sharpened it last night. Probably get another sharpening or two before I get any kind of smile. And it's not something that I'm very careful not to hit that plunge. But it's been a very pleasing knife. Couple things: you do have some weight relief inside these titanium scales, but it does feel very substantial. It feels like a full-size tool, right? It feels like a heavier work use tool. Super slicey. I just kept it at the same factory 20 degrees. I did not lay the edge back. But it is very slicey. Whoops, that was my hitting the soil. Do have the reversible clip. And I don't know if this orange peel finish is actually showing up. Yeah, I think it is. So you've got a little bit of texture there with that orange peel. And the Kryo has been a very popular design for Kansept. This is a knife that always caught my attention, again, because it's got that middle flipper deployment, nice drop point design, very, very capable flipper tab. If you're not a middle finger flipper, this knife works so well. I don't think you can fail it. I'm just giving it barely enough gas to break the detent, and it snaps open. Let's do a couple of quick size comparisons against a few knives that we might be familiar with. And then we'll throw a Sharpie up there and a tape measure. Benchmade bug out. It's going to be longer than the bug out. Spyderco PM2. Going to be a little bit shorter than the PM2. It's going to be much longer than a Sharpie, but just so you can see it in comparison. Let's get our Javon promotional tape measure from Amazon that I stuck a sticker on, and we will learn that this is an 8-inch knife from tip to tip with a 3.5-inch blade, 3.5-inch cutting area. Inside grip is between 3 3/4 and 4 inches. So this is over 3 3/4 right here to here. If you wanted to go up, do 4 inches, you could get up to that trigger. But again, very comfortable. You've got chamfered corners. You've got a really nice pocket clip, goes in and out of pocket well. I do feel it, but it does not create a hot spot. I've cut through quite a bit of cardboard with it. I think I've got a little thick cardboard here. But I worked through a good bit before I sharpened it. And it is a thicker ground, right? So it's not gonna be a super thin slicer. However, it's very, very slicey. So don't get that confused. I'm just saying it's more of a tactical, a little bit thicker blade. So your blade stock's 0.1585. Behind the edge, you're gonna clock in right around 0.0155. Your handle dimension at the widest point is 0.51, right over half an inch, right around half an inch, we'll call it. But feels very comfortable in the hand. Nice knife. The action is very good. The markings on the knife, you do have the Kansept logo on the blade. You've got the blade steel S35VN and then the model number, which is K1001A1. And then on this side, you've got the designer, Kim Ning, the name of the knife, Kryo. You have a detent T6 there. I believe the bodies are T6. Bodies are T8, I think. Let's see. T6 on the clip. I've not taken this knife apart yet. And then T8 on the body. T10 on the pivot. So you got a T10, T8 bodies, and T6 on the clip. So again, I like to see the T10 on the pivot. It looks like you can get at it either side. I'm assuming this is the pivot side. When I go to take it apart and break it down to clean it, do maintenance, or put skiffs in it, I will go from this side just because that's typically how they come apart. Let's get a quick weight on it, and I will give you my final thoughts. Guys, again, this was sent to me by Kansept. When I went on their website, I expected it to be $199, $230. You know, I knew S35VN is not going to be one of the highest price steels, but the orange peel, the titanium, the nice access to the lock bar, the premium feel, when I saw it under $130, I knew right away that I would be able to recommend it. So this is highly recommendable if you're looking for around a PM2, an 8-inch knife made out of titanium, really good steel. S35VN weighs in at 4.4 ounces, 4.35 ounces, and I think it's a sexy knife. Sexy knife, cuts well. I've been really impressed with pretty much everything Kansept has sent me. Some of the things have not been my necessary design type, but that's even better because I get to experience things I wouldn't normally buy and learn about them and see, you know, that they, you know, not everybody likes the kind of knives I like. So if they're well-built knives and they do what they're supposed to, i.e. cut and deploy, I definitely want to show them off. So I want to thank Kansept, but mainly I want to thank you guys. Fantastic knife at $129 roughly, and 35 cents I think it was. But ask you a couple things. Please hit the like button. If you're so inclined and you hadn't had a chance yet, please hit that subscribe button. But most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.